seeing on the important or the values for the harmonizing or harmonization of EPR, first of all, we are on the issue of waste management. We see the advantage on that because you can find now we have only 2 years of operation as PRO in Tanzania, but the progress or the movement is not related to what Kenya is doing right now. So you are too much experienced on how to handle waste with the support of NEMA or government in general, and now you have something like guiding you in terms of regulation, but still in Tanzania we don't have regulation yet. So it's like in the other hand we're still on linear economy, but in recent as a KEPRO, as a KEPRO, we tried our level best to ensure now people start to create a mindset to understand the movement from linear to cycle economy.
We must invest heavily in changing behavior and mindset because that is where it begins. A lot of awareness creation is required, a lot of education is required, and a lot of guidance. One of the things that we sought to achieve through this process was to come up with some simple guidelines on how you can be able to separate waste at source at the household level. And so these guidelines are basically supposed to give some indication of how to deal with it and what to do when faced with issues of waste management.
The aspect of recyclability, it is a subset of the whole sustainable or the issue of circularity. And when we are developing this particular standard, now we will look at having standards from the feedstock, design of feedstock, to cleanup, so the design of the feedstock. Then from there, we look at the design of the product or design of the packaging, materials, and so on. We will have standards taking care of that.
Through formality, we are able to engage with entities like KEPRO, and they're able to link us up with the recyclers that do uptake of almost everything. However, there's the big component of waste, which is the organic waste. So for this one also, like down at the coast, we're already working out with members to see how we can make use of this organic waste to be able to make BSF, make compost manure. So if you are able to segregate the waste at source, actually the benefit would be much more even to the reclaimers.
I don't think anything is lost in terms of not having legislation. In fact, right now, what the private sector, and I think I'll go to my question around what is private sector saying, what are our members saying? They're telling us that they want us to stabilize the regulatory environment if we are to be able to bring more investments within the East African community. The more laws you have, the more regulations you have, you keep on now making businesses change their plans in terms of what needs to happen. Businesses need predictability in planning, and policy and law must follow that space. So that's where now what businesses are telling us to advocate on their behalf: predictable regulatory environment for investments in the country.